Hey everyone, welcome back to Galaxy of Heroes. This is going to be another free-to-play episode. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. The reason why is because I'm thinking about something and I want to get it done, get some things done over here, and then I'll pause it and then I'll come back for, the regular day where we have the login rewards and all that fun stuff, and we just keep going from there. But what I want to do it now is, the reason I'm here is I'm in my light side characters, looking at what light side characters we have. You see I have um, Bastila, Bounty Hunters, the CLS team, House Rebel Soldier, which my guild is wanting me to get for Rolo shards. Then Emox, we have Undergeared Phoenix, we have Stormtrooper Han, we have a whole bunch of stuff that, I kind of want to get started on eventually. And we have JMI and some Jedi down here, and I forgot about the Jedi. They're the team that have been working with me, that I've been working with, and I got Jedi Master uniform with me, but you know who I don't have that I need? Well, there's a lot, but the only one we have, did I do BB-8? I did. I did do BB-8. We have BB-8. I went and got Diddy with my first reversal. We have BB-8, which, I forgot, did I do BB-8? No, I didn't do BB-8. Well, we're not gonna worry about R2 right now. I guess I have troopers that can do them, maybe, but we're not there yet. I don't have to be there yet. But so we have BB-8 and we have Jimmy, of course. Can I mess with you? But you know who we don't have? This guy. This guy, and I thought it was apparently it's Rebels. I was hoping it was just Jedi. Any light tech character, but I guess I gotta get some Rebels up. So yeah, I mean we got there. It's either Phoenix or it's this crew, and so I'm gonna. But I have what I'm gonna do is since I recorded a video that I'm hoping you'll see it around the time that this video comes out. We're talk about making a path, and we don't even have a path right now to one of our characters that we need for Kylo. So that's like got alarm bells going off in my head. It's like, what are you doing? And I did something that I talked about doing stuff on this account that I've never done on any other account. And that happens to be the fact that we're going Galactic Legend first, y'all. We're going Kylo first on this account. That's unheard of. And quite frankly, I'm not prepared. Why? Because I don't have Palpy. Now, so we need Palpatine open because we got to do, we got this guy, we got to finish this guy, and we got these guys, we got these other guys, and we got Veteran Smuggler Han. And then, of course, we need Palpy, and I think Palpy is like one of the guys that we need at the highest rogue levels. Not exactly sure because, like I said, never done a Galactic Legend before. But Kylo Rogue 7, he's at Rogue 1 now. Force Reverse on the 5. Okay. First Order Officer at 5. Okay. Kylo, regular Kylo at 7. He's almost 13. So I'm really prioritizing the guys that I need at higher relics first. Not intentionally, but kind of intentionally. Okay. Phasma at 5. Executioner at 5. Out of Englishman at 3. Sith Trooper at 5. Special Forces TIE Pilot at 3. Hunts at 5. First Order TIE Pilot at 3. Palpatine at 7. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means we gotta figure out some, first of all, we gotta find out how much money do we have. Then we have to figure out rebels that we can go get. And we have, I have a couple, all I gotta do is, we could put together a motley crew. It would be half Phoenix and half, rebels, but we could go and put together a crew and just go get them, or I could just put Sabine and Rex into my farm and do them up. But it's, you know, we got 5.4 million, and that's not gonna get. And then we gotta get all of these guys to 85. We gotta get them all to gear 9 or gear 10, and that's gonna take. You know, it takes what, 6.5 million to get them all the way to 85. So 6.5 million times 5. That's what, 35 million ish. No, 32.5 million roughly. And then we gotta gear them at least to 9 or 10, because we're gonna need them to go get Thrawn too, because you know Phoenix can get Thrawn too, so we might as well go get Thrawn. We might as well build them up where they can be a galactic conquest, a galactic arena team, a GAC team for us. And so there's a lot of thought. You know, the one team we don't need to overinvest in is the CLS team. You know, the old Ben, who I know we need later, and I know we need Leia later, but we don't, you know, and I know we need Farm Boy to some extent later, but that's way down the road. What we need is another GAC team in Phoenix. We need to get Poppy open, and we need something to be able to get on. So that's obviously it's Phoenix. So we gotta start on Phoenix. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go and we're gonna have to find out which. I'm not sure what side they're on. He's on dark side, so guess what we're gonna do? I mean, Sabine is on light side, so we'll just go into our squads here with our farms, and we get Cyan as our current late farm, of course, and you guys know that. And we'll continue the farm later. But right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here. We're going to be like, Eek. We're going to be like, hey, Sabine, where are you? And you come down here to Phoenix. And we're going to prep Sabine. And guess what? We're going to put Sabine in the light side farm. So now we're going to have 2 light side farms. And I'm going to go and we're going to move Bosk. We're going to take, not Bosk, because I'm really not currently farming Bosk. I'm just farming, what's his face? And so we're just going to add, we're just going to come in here and grab this guy, move Bosk out, put Rex in. This will be our, and then on dark down, I don't have another dark side down here, but if I would, Bosk would be down there. So that's going to be it. Those are going to be our new farms, you know? Obviously, I'm going to be double farming these, which will slow down the gearing. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how to do this. I'm watching a video from Newt from 8 months ago where it talks about how do you know when to start farming? How do you know when to start gearing somebody? Stop pointing for characters and start gearing stuff up. And you know, we're gearing at the same time we're chasing. It's still now I realize, hey, I need Palpatine because he said that I needed the high relics, so I gotta go get Palpatine. So we gotta go get Phoenix. I know we could just do low-hanging fruit and just go with Ezra but we need this team to be able to function. We need this team to be able to function at a high level and do well and help us in GSC. And we're gonna have Kylo, but now we're gonna have Phoenix too. So this is gonna be the farm going forward. It's gonna be every day. And you know what? The cantina is not the Pancho Bros. If you've been paying attention, I need to go ahead and put it in here just for consistency. We need to go ahead and put GBA in here. We'll actually move. Let's move. GBA is spot 1. Then we'll go get Padawan Obi-Wan. We'll put him in here wherever he is. And that's the farm. And actually the Pancho Bros, they may not even be here. Yeah. But anyway, we did some clarification. And the reason we do this, like I said, we need Poppy. And so Poppy is going to go on the farm. And so what I'm going to end up doing here is we're going to end up putting the Phoenix in here because we need the Phoenix. And we need to be able to see them. And so this is how I'm going to set it up. And we're going to get rid of all these characters that are on my main page that I had favorited, other than the ones, I do have some that I want to work on eventually, but not right now. But anyway, we're already 10 minutes in. We haven't even started the daily video. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this here, and then I'll be back in a few hours with the day. Until then, I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye. Welcome back. It's that time of day. Welcome back to the day. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I know that was a shortcut, but for me, it was a couple hours. Anyway, what do we have going on? Well, I told you we had the known set up today because I'm like, Phoenix. So guess what? Double farms. We're going to do Scion and Sabine, and then Hux and Rex. So, because we need Phoenix for Thrawn. I mean, not for, the Thrawn ultimately, but also not for Thrawn. So, as much as I want to save gear, and believe me, I want to be able to save energy, but we're going to have to make some tough choices. We need Sabine. We need her done. And this is part of the flaw that I made with this account. For those of you who do not know this is the account of this particular account. It was originally a Profundity Rush account. And then I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then it became a Jabba Rush for like 2 minutes, and then I'm like, you know what, we're not doing any of that. But in that indecision, we ended up here. And I gotta tell you, it's not terribly comfortable, but ultimately things will shake out positively. It's just like, with the not having energy, it's not what you would call fun. And if I had it to do all over again, probably would have got Phoenix. Probably would have done some stuffing different. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you don't know where you're going, you could end up in a bind like this. And so we're trying to pull ourselves out of this bind as quickly as possible, because that's what you want to do. We, ultimately, everything will even out in the long run, but you have to get to that point where it all evens out first. And that's the challenge. Until then, you're like, it's a climb. It's a climb. It's like, okay, we have to climb a little bit more. And then every day, you get just that much closer to where it evens out. But as long as you keep as long as you keep pushing forward, as long as you keep your eye on where you need to be, you'll be fine. By the way, why don't you know, we get the SLK farm out here. We got the Phoenix out here, of course, because that's part of the SLK. Part of the SLKR farm, because we need Poppy. We don't need this. They're just going to give us the Thrawn also. Plus, they're really good GC teams. I'm like, why not? Okay. And then we have so I took this, and this is our Jedi Knight loot farm, basically, where we need these each of them for CLS, these guys for Chewie, these guys for 3PO, and then this is the team, the CLS team, excuse me. And then this is what we're going for JR, otherwise known as JR Revan, DR, which is Darth Revan, and then Darth Revan, Darth Malik, Vassal of Fallen, otherwise known as System Bar Team. And then later, after all that, Sisters, Grievous Droids, Shot Foe first, and Galactic Republic. In case you're wondering. All right, so Flicker to feed 5 more shadows, and of course we're not getting that time because we just don't have the energy. And because we're in this energy crunch where we don't have any gems, this is where we are. Where we're not getting anything, or we're potentially not getting anything. And that's the way it's gotta be because we just don't have the energy. And it might be where we just have to finish, or we just have to say, okay, where I have to back burner the Kylos command channel. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. We may end up having to do this, and I don't want to have to do this, but it may happen. We may end up backburning Darcion and finishing Sabine, and we're so close to Hux that we've got to finish Hux. We've got to commit and finish Hux, but we may end up backburning Talon because Sabine costs less. Until that's going to cost us, that's going to save us 100 energy. And so we may end up putting that energy towards the farm, or I might just end up just being so close on Hogs and just say, you know what, because Rex is so much cheaper, I just really do Sabine and Rex and save all the energy from Hogs and Cyan until we're done with Rex and Sabine. I don't want to have to do that, but we need Sabine and Rex to get us to Palpy. Now, obviously, we could do it with other characters, but you need to finish the team. So it's not a perfect solution. But in a perfect world, we would have been done with Phoenix. So it's still a process. It's still it's still something to be considered because you just can't sit it down. You can't just shut it down and say, okay, well, throw my hands up in the air, and I guess that's not gonna work because you can't make that work. All right, so I'm looking for something at farming fleet to make fleet good, make fleet work. But I have to have the node open because I'm at this node where it's like super hard to get through. And I tried it earlier and I can't get through the node because it's just super hard. All right, so this one will work. And what's the answer to getting to the node? We need to bolster the fleet, and with everything else, bolstering the fleet takes time. So that's our one. So this is our solution to being out of currency. And yes, it's painful, and yes, it's inconvenient, but we need to build up that currency reserve, or else it doesn't matter. Because we're just out of currency. And my guild may have some problem with it, but it's like, what do you want from me? I'm out of currency. There's nothing I can do. I don't know. This guild has a really weird reset time, and it's like 12 hours or something crazy, like past what I do, whatever I do of the day, and it's, yeah. But I mentioned, so we're done with First Order Officer, we're done with Qui-Gon, obviously, we're done with Boba, we're almost done with Storm. We could just do this. I mean, this is not a great solution, but we could just plug this whatever rebel team in and just do it this way. But I really don't want to do that. I mean, we will have to do it, but I mean, we need Han. But we need the CLS requirement squad. But the Phoenix is so much better than the CLS requirement squad, and I know that you do need some of these CLS requirements as relics for characters, but we're not there yet. And so I've made the choice for myself for this account to do the Phoenix. And yes, it's going to slow us down. Yes, it's going to delay us a little bit, but ultimately, I feel like it's going to be better for us in the long run. Because we're gonna, and the reason why for that is because we're gonna be delayed a little bit, but in the long run, it's gonna give us more forward momentum. We just have to, we just have to stay on target and not get freaked out by what's coming our way. Because if we do, that's how you get bogged down. You can't worry about what if. You have to just take a direction and go. And then if it's the wrong direction, that's easy to find out that's the wrong direction and go another direction. Like I did with Why Not Starting the Phoenix. I was like, oh, you know what? I need Palpatine. Phoenix. That's the way I chose to go. Alright, so I'm not gonna worry about signing up for TV while we're still streaming. But yeah, we're about another 10 minutes into the video. Hope you got something out of this. Big thing is, as soon as you realize there's a problem, you need to start addressing it then. Don't wait another month. I mean, could you argue that maybe I should finish the fur farm? Sure. That's a consideration, but ultimately Sabine and Rex cost less. Their nose costs less to do than Hux and Scion. So that's where we're gonna end up backburning Hux and Scion as much as it stings of what's happened. And we're gonna concentrate on finishing Phoenix first. We won't take them to rogue right away, but we will need to do them afterwards. We're just gonna get them finished. We're them to gear 8, 9, 10, something like that. We're gonna go in, do the Palpatine, do the Thrawn events, get Palpatine. As soon as we have Palpatine, as soon as the farms are done, the character shard farms are done, we'll go back and we'll finish Hux and Scion. But how long is that? I don't know. No idea. If we're single farming it, if we're just doing the five runs a day, I can lie, it's probably gonna take a while, but hopefully not. Anyway, just want to make you aware of that. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. Until next time, have a good one. Night.